Honestly, I loved seeing Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert together over the years. Like, they were always a good vibe. Like, I just, um, two beautiful chocolate people, two beautiful chocolate with their beautiful chocolate kids. I loved it, right? Black excellence type thing. But it seems like things weren't so good behind closed doors. Um, I love Tiana's energy. I love the fact. I love her creativity. I love her aura. Right? She screams strong black woman. She screams um, powerful black woman, magic, black girl magic, and all that. She does. And I love Iman too. Iman seems like a great, loving father, a strong black male. So you can appreciate about them. You know, he did his thing with the Knicks. He did his thing playing with LeBron. So a lot of his basketball takes are refreshing as well. But Tiana Taylor had um, different things to say about them. For one, who knew that they even split up? Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert are getting divorced. She secretly moved to end their marriage nearly a year ago and claims he's been a jealous narcissist during their 7-year marriage. According to new legal docs obtained by sources, Teyanna failed to divorce former NBA star way back in January, more than 8 months before the announced separation. In the documents, Tiana details the demise of their marriage, accusing Iman of being jealous about her fame and feeling insecure about being good enough for her, despite the fact that he was earning way more playing basketball than she could ever dream of and making music. I didn't know that. I mean, Tiana Taylor's always been pretty successful for herself, and she's worked very close with Kanye. So, in terms of gross earnings, I wouldn't say making way more. It says here the fact that he was earning way more playing basketball than she could ever dream of making. Okay. Tiana claims Iman would grow annoyed when they would attend public events together, and photography would ask him for him to step out of the frame. That's not my reading, y'all. I'm literally reading this article, and some of these are misspelled errors. She said when Iman signed a $40 million contract with the NBA's Cleveland Cavaliers in 2015, the same year he was also paid $8 million by the New York Knicks, he remained aggravated by her notoriety, jealous of her acting career, and insecure about being her man. Sources with direct knowledge tells TMZ Teyanna would want to keep private as long as possible, initially choosing to file with their initials. However, Iman's recent filing in the divorce proceedings included full names, thus thrusting everyone into the spotlight. Teyanna claims that when Iman started sending her negative text messages with condescending and manipulative language in response to her being in the spotlight, she claims he would pick fights with her for no reason, even on her birthday, and then apologize. In the documents which Teyanna filed in George, she says she now feels Iman was treating her cruelly and displaying extreme narcissistic behavior throughout the majority of their marriage. She says, he began to intentionally dim her light for her husband to try to have a harmonious and peaceful marriage as Iman became more angry about her stardom. Wow, that's a lot to unpack. Obviously, this is all speculations and hearsay. This is what she's saying, but it's in the documents and all this stuff. So I'm not saying it, but wow. It's more of those like judge a book by its cover thing. Because when you look at them from the outside looking in, you're like, wow, two beautiful black girls. The daughters are beautiful. They're just, a beautiful black family that you want to cheer for. You want to root on. But yeah. What's more, Teyanna says she's turned down recording opportunities and acting gigs because Iman did not want her to work. But she says when she stopped working after giving birth to one of their kids, Iman complained about her not making money. That's a tough situation to be in. So her frustration in that, I can feel that. Like, so you don't want me around these niggas, but I gotta be around these niggas to acquire the currency, acquire the bag. And then when I'm not working, you telling me that you giving me attitude, you like making me feel like, we know what we talking about here. So I can understand her level of frustration. And for Iman, he had to have known. I mean, Iman's a pretty smart guy. I've watched several interviews of him speaking. He had to know that Teyanna Taylor is highly desired in the culture. And like she's gonna have photo opportunities. She's in the industry, right? So these are things that you'll assumingly like that you'll have to understand and you'll have to accept. So in terms of them having a disconnection in that field, I don't know. Teyanna says she fought to keep their family together, despite Iman being extremely emotional and mentally abusive towards her. She says she used her connections to get Iman gigs in Hollywood as his NBA career wound down, but says he unfortunately insisted on bickering to the point where in 2021, she began the divorce process. That's dope though. That's fire. Like, when your woman's, working her plugs, and that's how it should work, like she's doing her thing in Hollywood. You're the man of the house. She's setting you up a place too. But I wonder what she meant by, but says he unfortunately insisted on bickering. She says they reconciled, but it was short-lived because Iman remained in an insecure state as his NBA career continued to wind down. In the documents, Teyanna says in 2022 she found herself being manipulated and controlled by Iman and filed for divorce, only to ask her legal team to withdraw the filing one day later. Teyanna says she finally pulled the trigger in January because she was unable to handle the emotional roller coaster. She claims Iman has been involved in multiple cheating scandals during their marriage and cites his DUI arrest and recalls the time in 2022 when he was arrested for weed possession in an airport. Oh, wow. Teyanna also alleges Iman once crashed her her Rolls Royce, and fled the scene to avoid a second DUI arrest. Teyanna says she tried to stay with Iman through thick and thin, but says he reacted with further cruel treatment and selfishness. After she secretly filed for divorce, she says Iman insisted on them getting back together, only to be lackadaisical and inconsistent and become involved in yet another cheating scandal, which she says was embarrassing and humiliating. Ooh wee. I did not know all of that. Okay. And now, Iman Shumpert, right? He posted this picture of Joe Budden. And we'll get into the picture and what it means. But look at it here, y'all. Bang. And so it's a picture of Joe Budden in the pool with his phone, right? And so what that picture indicates is basically Joe Budden even commented on the picture, Instagram picture, and said, "I feel you." So in the post above, you can see that Shumpert is reacting to the drama from this morning. He simply posted the infamous photo of Joe Budden sitting in the water checking his phone. Needless to say, he is a bit annoyed at all the rumors surrounding his name right now. Overall, this frustration is very much understandable. However, he isn't denying anything right now. Excuse me. At this point, fans are interested in what he might have to say. After all, Taylor's allegations are pretty damning. Damn. Oh, man. What do y'all think, though, man? For once, okay, I'm going to be clear from a guy's perspective. If Teyanna Taylor, she dealing with an NBA player, you cheated multiple times, she kept it low-key, she ain't make a scene, she ain't go to the headlines, she held you down. That's respectable. You know what I mean? I get it. She knows you're an NBA player. You might have fucked up one time, two times. She held it down. Now, if you keep doing it, you can't blame a woman for coming to a breaking point. For two, you know that she was in the industry. You were attracted to this woman because of the things that she's accomplished in the industry. And for her to continue to doing what she's doing in the industry, she's going to have to do the things that she's been doing. Not to a certain extent, obviously, because she's a wife and a mother now. But as a husband, you kind of got to make those sacrifices when at the inception of the relationship. But what do y'all think, man? Like, comment, subscribe. You feel me? I'm trying to get to 1 million, 1,000, 100,000. So I just want a plaque, man. I just want to, you know what I mean? Nah, but what do y'all think about this situation? Like, comment, subscribe if y'all can for me.